Good afternoon, Eastern Shore Undercover. Earl Campbell here. And by the time I get done this, it'll be nighttime. We've been working at this for too long, but we had so much fun yesterday, we decided let's keep doing them. So yesterday, after we posted our video, Councilman Shane Baker made a post and encouraged people to come view my video. I really didn't understand his logic, and I still don't. But I guess I should thank Mr. Baker, because due to his post, it pushed us over the 119,000 followers mark. So for that, I say thank you, Mr. Baker. I appreciate your assistance in growing Eastern Shore Undercover. Now, I want to break down his post and one of his messages that he made and give some understanding as to why I do some of the things that I do, and flat out call him out on one of his lies. And we'll get to that in a minute. First, I'm going to read his original post so everyone knows what the post was about. This is a post that was on Mr. Baker's page. This quote, I quote, "I'm getting many, in all capital letters, calls from citizens of Wicomico County thanking me for last night. I'm not one for drama. However, I encouraged everyone who sees this to go to the Eastern Shore Undercover FB page, Facebook page, and watch the video that was made from last night's council meeting. Then go to the PAC 14 on YouTube and watch the video for yourself. No more will need to be said. Thank you for all your kind words." And that was from Mr. Shane Baker. There were a few comments on the post, mainly from people at Shadow Hills and people that Councilman Baker has attached himself to. But naturally, the people from Shadow Hills are going to love him because, of course, he's trying to help them against the county executive and against the events in Wicomico County. So I want to pick apart a comment that Mr. Baker left in response to another individual's post. Mr. Baker stated, and I quote, "It's kind of funny, isn't it, how the truth always comes out. I wonder what people think of a site that is one-sided. I wonder what people think of a site that blocks people from posting their views." So there's more to that comment, but I'm just going to break down this part right here first, and I'll get back to the rest. I figured this is a great time for me to explain why I do what I do, and hopefully people will understand my logic, my wife's logic, on why we run Eastern Shore Undercover how we do. First off, let me say to anyone that I have banned from this page, the reason I do it, mainly, is because I have no tolerance for people constantly complaining about what I do. And I have no tolerance for people being negative about the service that we provide. I will never, ever, in a million years, ever understand why people will constantly complain about a free service that they were provided. You don't pay anything for this site. Nothing. And if you think the information is good, then great. We love having you here. But if you think it is not good, and you think that it's not what you want to see, then just leave. It's not that difficult. This ain't rocket science, people. I swear to you. All you got to do, click the unlike button. You'll never see Eastern Shore Undercover again. Better yet, you can go on and block Eastern Shore Undercover. It prevents seeing any of your friends sharing stuff. I haven't asked a single person to like Eastern Shore Undercover on this page, with the exception of the first 50 people who are all my friends on my personal Facebook page. I sent them out an invite, and that was it. It grew from there. Again, if you think it's a good site, follow the page. If you come here to complain, just leave. Because if you don't leave, I'm going to get rid of you. I'm not going to tolerate it. I don't care if you like it or you don't. What I've learned very early on in this adventure is people that complain time and time again are just going to be a constant headache. I run this page like I run my house. Everyone is welcome in my house. I don't care who you are. Come in, enjoy yourself. You're welcome. Until you become an ass. And then it's time for you to go. When someone comes on this page and they want to scrutinize me time and time again for very minor things, it's time to go. I just don't have the tolerance to put up with all the negativity. You know, I have learned over the years that negativity is so contagious. And it's not, I'm not going to, I just don't deal with it. You want to be negative, go somewhere else and do it. You got many other sites out there. I'm not the only cat in town. There's plenty of others. Now, let's move on. As far as people saying I remove them if I disagree with them, that's just wrong. It's incorrect. Go on my page right now. Half the people from Shadow Hills are still on the page. There's only one person that I deleted and banned over there, and that's because she didn't know how to control herself. But that's it. One person. One person. Mr. Baker. Mr. Baker's on my page. He just commented tonight. I didn't delete him. I don't agree with him. Neither here nor there. I could disagree with you as long as we're cordial. But if you come on my page and start disrespecting me or my wife, saying nasty things to us, and try to dictate how the page is run, well, that's not going to happen. So that is why we remove most people. Now, let's get back to Mr. Baker. Further down in his comment, Mr. Baker said, and I quote, and this was a comment that was made to somebody else in the post. He said, I don't look at his page unless someone calls me and says, look at something. Roll the film.
Bob, no matter how tough it gets, Mr. Campbell back there, I look at his Eastern Shore Undercover, and sometimes he has some things to say about the council that's not very nice. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not.
And you can't have it both ways. You either look at it or you don't. But wait, hold on. See, I also have this nice little program that I look at. It's called Sprout Social. And I have Facebook Insights. And I have HubSpot. And these allow me to look at when people log on. And ironically, Mr. Shane Baker, in the last 24 hours, has been on my site over 42 times. 42 times. But you don't look at it, Mr. Baker. You don't look at it. I don't want to beat a dead horse. I think it's abundantly clear. You come to the page, Mr. Baker. And we'll just leave it at that. He then said, I don't even know the guy. Which I find ironic. Because he knew me well enough to call me and ask me to meet his chosen one to replace Mike Lewis. But I guess that could have been just because of our numbers. Which I'm sure it was. I'm going to close this out with this. Mr. Baker obviously wants to keep this going because as we're wrapping this up, he commented again insinuating that we are deleting comments because there are no positive comments for the council. Well, no shit, Sherlock. That's because no one likes the council. They don't like the stupid games that you play. They don't like the things that you're doing. They only care about moving Wicomico County forward, not playing these stupid games. And just let me throw this in there as well. If anybody wants to know if there's comments that are being deleted, all you have to do is look at the number of comments and then go down and count the comments. There's no comments that have been deleted from that post. There's other comments that get deleted. People that bring up race. Sorry about that, folks. My daughter called me. She takes precedence. Anyway, wrapping this up. It's really all I got for you guys. I promise we will keep this stuff going. Hopefully we get a little bit more positive stuff. We're going to go out and do some reviews for some restaurants and some good stuff. and try to limit this negative political crap. I think this is very important. You guys have all seen me say this. I hate politics. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. But this is truly affecting our future. It's truly affecting Wicomico County. And I'll be damned if I'm going to stand by and allow it happen. We have a very strong following here, 119,000 followers, and we're gonna pull this together. And if we got to clean that swamp, and we got to get the right people in that office, well, then we're going to do it. We're going to come together, and we're going to show these idiots that we're not going to tolerate these games that they're playing. I thank you all for watching tonight. I thank you again for 119,000 followers. I can't say that enough. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I hope you all have a wonderful evening.